He's
How
special.
fares the search?
Maths and maps are not cutting it.
What of your local contacts?
We'll need to earn their trust before they'll share what they know.
I have an idea on how we might be affecting that. There's a man
least someone's
who's
giving her
taken to
attention.
enslaving natives. Rescue them, and they'll owe us.
Do you know where they're being held?
Afraid not.
Well,
Benjamin Church will. He's a
seems like
finder
Benjamin
and a
Franklin's
fixer.
spreading his
He's also
opinions
on your
everywhere.
list.
And there I was,
Among other
wondering
things.
whom I might solicit next. Well done.
Aw. It's like giving a dog a bone. He's just so happy that we praised him.
When I know something, you'll know something.
Do you like it here, Charles?
There's a certain charm to Boston, I suppose. To all of the colonies, really. Granted, their cities have none of London's sophistication or splendor, but the people are earnest and hardworking. They've a pioneer spirit I find compelling.
It's quite something, really, watching a place that's finally found its feet.
Has it, though? The French still wage war from up north, and I fear the Spanish have designs upon this place as well. Is this a new world, or just another battlefield?
Ah, that's a story old as time itself, and one that's not like to change. We're cruel and desperate creatures, set in our conquering ways. The Saxons and the Franks, the Ottomans and Safavids. I could go on for hours. The whole of human history is but a series of conflicts and subjugations. A desire for more and more.
I don't
and
think he's listening to you anymore, Hatham.
I pray one day we rise above it.
But
Whilst you pray, I'll act. We'll see who finds success first, hmm?
It was an expression.
Aye, and a dangerous one. Words have power. Wield them wisely.
I've some work I should finish. Let us speak later.
This business with Silas confuses me. If Britain stands any chance of pushing back the French, they must ally with the natives, not enslave them.
Silas is loyal only to his purse. That his actions harm the crown is irrelevant. So long as there are buyers for his product, he'll continue to procure it.
All the more reason to stop him, then.
My days are spent in Congress with the locals, attempting to convince them that we're the ones they should trust. That the French are merely using them as tools, to be abandoned once they've won.
Your words must lose their strength when held against the reality of Silas' actions.
I've tried to explain that he does not represent us. But he wears the red coat. He commands a fort. I must appear to them either a liar or a fool. Likely both.
Take heart, brother. When we deliver them his head, they'll know your words were true.
Well, killing a slaver. I am perfectly down with that. Anybody that enslaves mankind, well, he deserves it. And on that lovely note, out into Boston. Be interesting to see where else we are able to go. Oh, church residence. This house was built in 1707 by a prominent local merchant named Robert Califf. Benjamin Church bought it from his heirs to use as a Boston residence. Church's practice is on Newbury Street, a fairly short walk away, so the house was in an ideal location. It's also in a nice part of town. Even in colonial Boston, two-story houses with fenced-in gardens don't come cheap, and they didn't even get cable. Actually, given the location, it seems that Church's practices was doing very well indeed. That, or he had another source of revenue. Willing to bet that's probably true.
Wonderful.
Oh, there you go.
Charles? Sir?
The mocapping is amazing. I love it.
Seems like we're not the only ones looking for Mr. Church.
Damn it, he could be anywhere. What do we do?
Use the Batman senses.
We find him. Come. I'll show you how.
Eavesdrop on Bencher's neighbors. Well hidden. Non-lethal weapons. Orange markers indicate caution. Those targets must not be killed. William controls. Animus general actions. High and low profile concept. It is possible to change the intensity of Connor's actions while we're not Connor. Targeting and locking on. Weapons. Press X. Whew. Wow. Press X, you'll shoot the musket as a. You'll use the musket as a melee weapon. If you press Y, you'll shoot the musket. That's cool. Actions. We'll figure it out.
Get down to business.
Should we write his family, do you think?
Not our business to meddle, even if we've the best of intentions.
But if you could have seen it, they were surely drunk carrying on like that, and during the day, no less.
Shelter Tweed Undertakers.
This is I fills with yellow. It means the target is suspicious. Once it is filled, something blah blah blah. Move between two citizens to blend in with them.
Another mercenary. Word arrives from France that the Baron de Montesquieu has died. His work is well
that not good
regarded by
enough?
all Englishmen.
Okay, usually it should. Oh, okay, it wants us to go between these two. Whatever.
Scandalous behavior from one who aims to be a surgeon. Not likely if he keeps up such carousing.
Truly a shameful display. Benjamin's parents would be mortified.
Perhaps I should send someone to retrieve him before he damages his reputation beyond repair.
They stumbled off to the northeast, no doubt in search of a tavern or some other place of ill repute.
Ill repute. Don't get to
Start
hear that very often
questioning
either.
those on the street. I'm headed for higher ground.
Your map and minimap are revealed as you explore your environment. Climb to increase the rate of revelation. Climb the church for sync. Okay. So similar to Far Cry in the towers, we will be able to find out more by climbing high elevations such as the church and other places. Something Assassin's Creed has done actually for a long time. Hi, puppy. Pet animal. Okay, there's a guard up there. Once again, being the first Assassin's Creed, I think it'll take me a little bit, New South Meeting Hall, to learn some of the finer points, but I don't think we'll have too many issues with it. Another wooden church, this time with a bell in the steeple. Samuel Adams' father, also named Samuel Adams, was one of the founding members. I'm surprised it wasn't torn down for firewood during the siege, but I guess its members just hadn't angered the British enough for that. It's conveniently named so you won't mistake it for the Old South Meeting Hall, where all the important events happened. Simple is best. I'm describing the naming system, I'm not describing you. Aw, that's nice, he's not being a complete ass for once. Thanks, Sean. Are we going to get the eagle cry when we jump off it? I'm assuming we'll have to jump off it. Very nice. Reaching high vantage points helps reveal the map and locate points of interest. Press B to view your surroundings. So we're going to sync up a little bit.
Time to take a listen. With luck, one of those people knows what became of Benjamin.
Viewpoint synchronized. I really wish it would go right to what the new bonus was. I guess it's stuff. Eavesdrop on moving group of guards. Do not fail a single eavesdrop. Hold, press right chain A and move L. Okay, where is... there we are. Awesome. Okay, well, let's stay in the area. Oh, pardon me.
The area's definitely suffered a decline in character.
Indeed. All manner of Arifs and natty lads now walk the streets. Why, just earlier today I had a run-in with some.
Do tell.
It was down by the church. A group of men comes rushing through when one of them suddenly falls to the ground, all torn up. I thought about going to see if he needed help, but a look from one of them changed my mind.
Probably for the best. Those aren't the sort of people you want to get mixed up with.
Why do you direct such a question? Hey, Carnach's bloody fiend you are.
I've asked the priors, but they all plead ignorance.
Bugger that! They're lying.
Aye. Well, what can I do? Threats light off them and I'll not deign to grovel.
Actions speak louder than words, my friend. Arrest one and put him in stocks. See if he's so glib then.
To do so without cause will set them singing songs about us. Last thing the city needs is town criers complaining about our abuse of authority.
And forget it. The crime is done. The killer's gone. Those who know won't share their secrets. If the city wishes to harbor scoundrels, let them pay the price for it.
Who's the scared?
Ooh. He did not like me being nearby, huh?
In the Ohio country.
So he says to church that one way or another the debt would be settled. I don't envy the man. These grim times ahead.
Well, what do you think they're planning?
All I know is it can't be good. Cutters with it.
Probably looking for a nice, quiet place to do the deed. From what I hear tell, his work usually involves quite a bit of screaming.
Which reminds me, we'd best not buy any meat tomorrow.
Good call, that.
Ain't undetected.
See, Charles? We'll have church in no time, just as I said we would.
If I might ask, sir, where did you learn to do all this?
It is a requirement when you are raised in the manner that I was.
Okay.
Perception is fundamental to the Order. It guides the feet when running and climbing, informs the hands when striking and fighting. But most important, it transforms the senses, and we begin to know the world in a different way.
Hang on.
Alright, while we're here, might as well grab this vision point. Assuming that's what it is. Do, 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 do. Sink. Alrighty. Oh wow, it's a big ship. Press B to tell your escorts to stop or not. Oops, wrong button. Okay, on we go.
Drop the price of anything and everything. Name the manner, sir, in which I have been
Not really sure what exactly is making them detect me sometimes. If it's just them looking at me, or if it's when I'm running around. Unfortunately, it'd be nice to know a little bit ahead of time instead of just getting caught eventually. Alright,
Careful. The place is well
press B
guarded.
while targeting a hiding
You need
spot
to
to
slip
tell your
past
escort to hide. Okay. Where's a hiding spot?
Display at the Guildhall this 6th week. Come see
primitive marvels at work. For the amateur sailor or fishing enthusiast, porters,
There.
whitewater craft have the skiff for
Is this
you.
a good enough hiding spot?
Come see us, Pier 3 behind Healy's and Sons.
I'm assuming not. So it's not highlighting anything. So it's restricted area. Stay close to allies. Ugh. Pain in the ass. Okay, so how does it want me to do this? Alright, let's check our map first and foremost. Kind of try and figure out what I want to do. Remain undetected, accompany Lee to the waterfront. I'm assuming Lee can't climb stuff like I can. Yeah, no. Once again, not having played in a set. Oh, wait, no. Oh, can he? Where was he going? Oops, sorry, buddy. Yeah, don't. That's. Oh, okay. Lee, can you make this jump? Wow. Way to go, buddy. So we need to go over there. Looks a bit far. Oops. Sorry, Lee. My bad. Oof. It's a big jump. Okay, let's run up here. Fort Hill and South Battery. I'll forget if I don't read it now. Fort Hill is the second highest hill in Boston, if only it had tried harder when it was a little hillock, and overlooks Boston Harbor. Defenses were built here in the mid-17th century, along with a smaller one-gun fortification near the harbor named the South Battery. South Battery was expanded in the 1740s, but had fallen out of use by the 1760s. Both it and Fort Hill were rebuilt by the Patriots during the Revolutionary War, but both were dismantled before the turn of the century. Fort Hill, the hill itself, not the fortification, was leveled in the late 1860s to make room for more land, so it never realized its dream of becoming the highest hill in town. If that sounds familiar, it's because it happened to every hill in Boston. Hills are the natural enemies of Bostonians, and always will be. Okay, good to know, I guess. More relatively useless knowledge from Sean. Not so much the actual knowledge part of it, but more so the, well, color commentary. Much like my own.
Locked. I'll have to find the key. Wait here.
Hold B while standing near a target to pickpocket them. Well, I don't want to shoot anybody, but there's two redcoats there. It's the best way to get there undetected, huh? Oh, really? I was under the impression that I could get close enough to him that get between the two guys and it would count as hiding. That's unfortunate. Okay, well, there's our first full our first non-full sync. Oh well. Don't feel that the game really gave me a whole lot of instructions this last mission or so. The last 2 missions, for that matter.
Here
But
we are,
oh
then.
well. I'll learn eventually.
Why must you always make these things so difficult, Benjamin? Merely provide me with recompense, and all shall be forgiven.
I'll not pay for protection I don't need.
Clearly, you do require protection. Else we wouldn't be here. How very gauche. Now, what shall we do about our guest?
Maybe I'll take his hands. Put an end to his surgery. Maybe I'll take his tongue. Put an end to his waggling. Or maybe I'll take his cock. Put an end to his fucking us.
So many options. I can't possibly decide. Take all 3.
Now, hold a moment. Perhaps I was hasty in refusing you earlier.
I'm so very sorry, Benjamin. But that door has closed.
Be reasonable, Silas.
I rather think I was. But you took advantage of my generosity. I won't be made a fool a second time. I fear I lack the constitution to bear witness to such barbarism. Come find me when you're finished, Cutter.
You'll regret this, Silas. Do you hear me? I'll have your head.
No. I rather think you won't.
Must be so very proud to have raised a specimen like yourself. Quiet now. I need to concentrate on me work. Maybe you'll get lucky and pass out. Though I dare say I'll do my best to ensure that doesn't happen. You're a ruffian. Common as dirt, Cutter. And proud of it. Just a quick little swipe and no more is. How's that sound, Mr. Church?
Oh, nice job.
At least I'll be spared more of your inane prattle.
A little bit from here, a little bit from there. Make myself a nice keepsake, I will.
Really? I feel that you may need a back of a skull to create and keep keepsakes. But, you know, hey.
Who are you?
Hatham Kenway, at your service.
I don't understand. Why are you here?
Walk with me, Mr. Church, and all will be explained.
Well, it looks like we're starting to kill redcoats now. We have a few more issues walking around town, possibly. Playing missions. You can't use the DNA tracker menu to retry this mission and achieve full... Oh, I can. Well, yeah, it's unfortunate, but at least we got pretty close. And from here on out, we can always retry it later on and try and go for a full sync. It's unfortunate my lack of experience is what undid that one.
Johnson's told me what you intend. As it happens, the man who held me is the same one that you seek. His name is Silas Thatcher.
That fancy lad is our slaver?
Don't let his velvet tongue deceive you. A crueler and more vicious creature I've never known.
What can you tell me of his operation?
He hosts at least 100 men, more than half of whom are redcoats.
All this for some slaves?
Hardly. The man's a commander in the King's troop, in charge of the Southgate Fort.
We need to find a way inside. Let me think on it. In the meantime, I'll attend to our final recruit.
John Pitcairn's our man. I'll take you to him.
All right. Well, as usual, I tend to go a little bit over on our episodes, but as usual, the game is quite interesting. That's so nice that it's actually taking me nearby and not making me run through the entire city every time. Oh, really? it's the end of an episode. I'll deal with you next time, buddy. Wow, what a jackass. So, everyone, thank you, as always, for supporting myself and the channel. And as I always say, have a good day, and sub love.